Hi guys, so in today's video I am testing the Gershion Polygel nail kit. I got it off Amazon for $35 and I've never used dual forms before.
What?
So I was thinking, okay, like this might be a hot mess, but I looked at videos and thought, okay, this can't be too hard. But the comments were like, people were crying. Well, they weren't crying, but they were like, it's not working for me, it keeps breaking, this is happening, that's happening. And I was like, okay, this is not going to work out. However, it worked out just fine for me. However, it comes with the 6 tubes, full size tubes, 30 milliliters, 1 ounce for the Imperial System people, which I think is only one country. So it comes with the nail file and the spatula with the nail brush on the other end. It comes with a pack of dual forms. I don't know how many's in there, but another video I watched said it was 50. So this is a close-up of one of the dual forms and it's got a perfect C curve. It also comes with a top coat and a base coat. So now I'm going to be showing you the colours and some swatches. So this is clear. So this is what they look like your side by side. For my nail prep, I skipped most of it out because not gonna lie, it's super boring. But what I did here was I pushed my cuticles back and scraped the dead skin off. So this will be the color I'll be using for this set. So seeing as this kit doesn't come with slip solution, an alternative is alcohol, and they generally say 50 to 91% alcohol works. I also brought my tips for backup just in case the dual forms don't want to work. So I'm pouring a little bit of the alcohol in my dappen dish. So what I'm doing is I'm looking for the right size dual form to fit my nail. When you're doing polygel nails, you don't want it to be smaller, because if it's smaller and you press down on it, the polygel will seep out the sides and you don't want that. So you want it a little bit bigger if anything, so it can cover the side walls. So off camera I found the right size dual form for my nails, and then what you want to do now is put some base coat on and cure under your lamp. Please excuse my ashy right hand. You just see it far too much in this video, but just pretend like it's not there. So to figure out how much polygel you would need for your dual form, just depends on how big the dual form is. A lot of the time I had to eyeball it really, because I think I'd have enough in some cases, but I didn't have enough, so I'd have to get more. However, I will say this polygel is beginner friendly. It's not too runny. I've seen some of those AliExpress ones, they're just too runny and it's hard to work with. Whereas this is like firm enough, but not too firm. And it also doesn't stick to the brush, which is great. Like when I would dry out the brush, it still wouldn't stick to it. But at this point, just watch me work. I will apologize though, because at some points I'm out of frame, so you can't really see what I'm doing, but you get what I'm doing. So now you want to place the dual form on your nail. With this, you can't press down too firmly, otherwise you'll kind of spoil everything that you just did. So you have to just be really gentle so that it doesn't seep out of the sides. Once you've put it on the best you can, then you cure for 60 seconds. Prying off the dual form is a job. Like, it doesn't just pop off, it takes a couple of wiggles and then it feels weird. It feels like you're actually pulling your nail off its nail bed. It's a weird feeling. Okay, so I made a mistake. I forgot to smooth out the underside of the nail, so I was just showing you there that I didn't do it, but I'll show you in my next finger and show you how you're supposed to do that. Otherwise, if you don't do that, you just have a massive hump. But a way to fix it, if you have already cured the rest of your nails, is to just file the underside with an e-file. So this is what I meant by smoothing the underside. When you do this, you have to use another finger to put a little bit of pressure on it so the dual form doesn't move. So you're basically just using the alcohol to thin underneath the nail. They have these transparent clips that you can buy now that clips the dual form onto your nail so that you can do this step without actually having to hold it and just have mad awkward hand motions to hold it in place. But I personally don't like those because it's a clamp. So what a clamp is going to do is squeeze out the product. I mean, some people do it to where it works, but I just personally don't want to do that. But if you want to do that, you can. So my camera had died and I changed the battery and everything, and I look up and I see that I'm not recording. But all I did was 2 fingers anyway. But it worked out well because I wasn't going to show you the rest of my fingers anyway because it's the same process over and over again. When you're done, you should wipe off your nails with some alcohol to get rid of the sticky layer. I use 91% for this step. I also made another mistake and I'm going to show you how to correct it. So I didn't cure that nail on properly. There was like a little bit of a lift, but I'll show you how to fix it. I'm just filing my cuticles here. You don't have to do this, but I just wanted it perfect. Now I'm showing you how to correct that mistake I made if that ever happens to you. But of course, it's not in frame. But what I'm basically doing is just filing that lift down. Sometimes you'll expose your natural nail, then you'll have to go in with some more polygel to patch it up. Or other times, you might just be lucky and there'll be some polygel underneath what you filed and you'll be just fine. You'll be good to go. As you can see in my case, I had to patch it up, but it takes 0 seconds. Well, no, because when you're watching this, It's gonna take like a minute or so, but it shouldn't take you that long. I'm just a really slow person. I take time with everything that I do. Side note, this is also how you do a refill slash infill. So now I'm filing. I was going for a square shape. I haven't done square nails since since like year 11, but I'm really liking square nails right now. I've done enough of ballerina and coffin, and I wanted to see how I'd like it. So after filing, I washed my hands, and this is what it looks like. So next is the nail design. So I was fighting nail foils off camera. I just don't know what it is with nail foils. I just can't get them to work. So you can see like on my index finger there was like a design and I got rid of it, but I just used those butterfly stickers and just stuck them everywhere and just went crazy like a kid. But I'm not really a fan of these nails, so I'm going to change them, but that's what I did. And this cuticle oil is the GOAT. I did my other hand off camera and this is the finished result. This is the only part of the design I liked, but if you enjoyed this, like, comment and subscribe.